A week before Halloween, at a Miami Military Academy in Florida, it appears to be a normal school day. Students at this institution are called cadets, and this morning, the cadets are in class doing what most other high schoolers are doing: studying, daydreaming, wondering what the weekend holds. Until suddenly, everything changes.
It goes terribly wrong.
One student stands up and runs out of the door. Several classmates jump up and follow her down the hall to the girls' bathroom to make sure she's okay.
Her friends surround her. They're rooted with terror. They're watching, trying to figure out what's going on. She's spitting and mumbling, and finally they make out these terrible words. The devil is inside of me.
The devil is inside me. The devil is inside me.
She starts manifesting full-on signs of demonic possession.
Right before her classmates' eyes, the young woman seems to levitate.
That's when everyone knows that something very terrible has begun.
All of the other students that were in the girls' bathroom with her were terrified. They didn't know what was happening.
Her friends have no idea what to do. Some are trying to comfort her. Others are beginning to show signs of being possessed themselves. It's like an infection that's spreading from one student to the next.
Back in the classroom, the teacher hears mysterious cries coming from the girls' room. Unnerved, she goes to investigate. Something seems to have unleashed a malevolent force that floods the entire school.
It struck, and when it struck hard. It hit the students like a tidal wave.
In another classroom, the students have no idea what horrors have just transpired in the girls' room. But they say two cadets suddenly erupt into unprovoked, violent battle.
They're tussling between the desks, sending things scattering and flying.
And then, the unthinkable. One of the boys crashes through a glass window, slamming down onto the pavement 2 stories below. The students run to the windows, looking on in horror, expecting to see their classmate's bloody, lifeless body on the ground.
People observed that, and the kid, he got right up and had red eyes, who was growling.
A school official races to help, but gets a shocking response from the unbelievably uninjured boy.
Eyewitnesses say he was wild-eyed, animalistic. He has the strength of God knows how many people.
He had superhuman strength.
The student body, shocked by what they are seeing, now explodes into unfettered paranormal chaos.
You have a situation that is absolutely out of control.
People are tearing doors off the hinges, papers flying everywhere. Some kids are convulsing on the floors, others are screaming in terror.
Overwhelmingly, the students have undergone a horrifying physical transformation.
Some of these students described making eye contact with something that was very, very evil. Some of them described seeing eyes, bad eyes, evil eyes, looking into the face of people. It was not them looking back. Something looking out of a friend that they knew that was in their body that wasn't there before.
They are acting with preternatural strength and an absolute chaotic energy to destroy the building that was once a calm institution of learning.
In an all-out war with their demons, the school administration urgently sends an SOS to Miami law enforcement.
On October 25th, 1979, this was a particularly strange call. When I could listen to the lieutenant talking to the alarm office, that it was just chaos there. Kids are running everywhere. When I arrived, the children were still running around. They were frightened, they were screaming. It was very chaotic. They would get together in little groups and yell and scream and then split up and go different directions. It appeared that they were like afraid of something.
Many students, terrified of their own classmates, seem to have morphed into monsters.
We saw a number of reactions that were either fighting, destroying property, going crazy, or some people just having a nervous breakdown.
The school was being destroyed. It was chaos, and it was utterly terrifying.
Police try everything to calm the students, asking them, who started the riot?
Several of them had mentioned the devil.
The students were saying that the devil was there or they were possessed.
But what they've witnessed at the high school leaves officials extremely shaken.
This type of an incident is very unusual, and certainly this situation is the only one I have seen during my 40 years with the fire department.
The aftermath of the melee leaves some students injured and hospitalized, but also raises terrifying questions about what exactly took possession of these teenagers.
In my opinion, there is no doubt that what happened at the Miami Aerospace Academy definitely has the earmarks of something both terrifying and paranormal.
What took place, as far as I can tell, is the largest spiritual contagion of this kind of mass possession that has ever occurred in American history.